Everyone, welcome back to Thrifted Living. My name is Kieran. So I haven't shared a chatty life update video with you guys in a while, and I thought it might be fun to just share one of those tonight. It's a little bit after 5. Actually, it's a lot after 5. It's like 5:40. And Sean and I went thrifting today and we had a lot of fun. We haven't gone thrifting together in so long. I usually thrift with my mom or my sister, and so it was nice to get to go thrifting with Sean today. We just got back and I thought, why not share a little life update with you guys? I'm going to just give you guys a couple updates about some things that have been going on. The first thing I want to share with you is that I have been struggling with a little bit of some medical stuff. Aren't quite sure if it's related to my heart or not. Thinking likely it's not, but I will show you. I have this little friend right here. So this is a 2-week, I believe they're calling it a halter monitor. I've had it on for a week already. I've had this is the second time I've actually had to wear this. I wear it for 2 weeks straight and then I return it to them with any information. Pretty much what I do is it has more connectors to it, but I'm only just going to show you the main mechanism of it. Pretty much what you do is if I'm experiencing any chest pain, I tap this twice and it lights up. And then I have a little journal where I take that information, that I've been collecting, and I just write down at this certain time I was feeling this pain, how long it lasted, and all of that kind of stuff. This is the second week. I'm starting the second week today of having it on. I actually am able to change it tonight, which is really nice. It's nice because you can shower with it. You just can't go swimming or anything like that. After the first week, then you completely replace everything. You still have this, I just hit it twice. I hope it didn't do anything. You still have this same component to it, but then you replace the adhesive and everything like that. I am entering my second week of using it, and pretty much what started that process was over the past several months. I want to say since October maybe, I've been experiencing at times really excruciating chest pain, and the problem that I've been having with it feels like chest pain to me. It actually brought me to the emergency room one time. It's sort of in the indigestion, acid reflux, all of that kind of stuff area. But because I have a heart condition, I have a bicuspid aortic valve, which means my aorta has 2 leaves to it instead of 3, and I have some aortic stenosis as well. So because I have that, I'm just very sensitive to any pain, and especially new pain. Well, first I went to the ER. They found one thing that was slightly elevated, but then they did other tests and it seemed like everything was okay. They told me to follow up with my cardiologist. So I made an appointment with my cardiologist, was able to get in, and they said, they thought everything was fine, but to just keep track of it, and if I had more pain to call them back. And then a week later, I ended up needing to leave work early because I was having so much chest pain. So I called and I made another appointment. So the cardiologist I work with thinks it's likely more related to acid reflux or something like that. They did send me a referral for going to the gastro. She was like, let's just try to get a monitor on you, see if we can do a stress test, all of those kind of things, just to rule anything out, just to make sure, we check everything with the heart. So I've been wearing this. Like I said, this is the end of week 1. So I'm going to change it today. Overall, it goes pretty well for me. The first time I did this, my skin really reacted to it a lot. I just had sores, and it was just very painful. And I really think the sores had already started at this point last time. I haven't had anything like that this time around. It has been a little itchy, but otherwise and that was more the second day in. Right now, it's really not bothering me at all. It's been going pretty well. I've actually only had maybe 2 things that I needed to track. Fortunately and unfortunately, I haven't had that chest pain. There are a few factors that I think contribute to it. My diet has been completely different, for the worse, since the holidays have started. I'm just trying to be cool and relaxed about it. I'll be able to get back on Weight Watchers, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, so that's one thing that I think has been contributing to it. My diet is different, and I'm also not at work right now, so I'm not stressed with school. So those are 2 things that I think might be contributing to it. I will have this on for another week when I'm back at school, so we'll have to see if I'm able to catch any of those episodes when I'm at work, because I had one the day that I left early and ended up going to the emergency room. The pain in my chest was a 6 or so, and that's high. like typically I can tolerate pain pretty well. It had me like doubled over in the dining room before I went to the ER. It was so painful. I kind of think it's probably related to indigestion or something like that. I'm kind of hoping, but also not hoping that I have more pain, but hoping in a sense that I do, so that I can, you know, make a note of it on the monitor and see what it is, just to make sure it's not related to my heart. So that's been like the one big thing that's been going on. Another thing that's been going on is that my car was hit in a parking lot. I will insert some pictures here. It was a pain, definitely. Wasn't there when it happened. I came out to my car and there was a note left on my car. But the person was, you know, very apologetic. I felt really bad. Even though they just left a note, I could tell they were very stressed out about it. And I can only imagine that happening to me, and I would just feel terrible. I hit my car. The front bumper was pretty damaged, and so I couldn't drive it, so I was given a rental. I had that for probably like a week and a half or so, and just a couple days ago I was able to get my car back, and so I'm really grateful that that was as easy as it was. Honestly, I really didn't have too many things to worry about with it. They really took care of everything. The insurance company really took care of everything. They were super helpful the entire time, and they gave me a rental. Like, I just had to go pick it up. Like, I didn't pay for anything, because I went out to my car and I was like, oh, there's something in my windshield. And I thought maybe it was like a flyer, like under my windshield wiper. And I thought maybe it was like a flyer for something. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then I looked at it and it was like kind of like ripped from a notebook. And I was like, oh, I don't know what this is. They just made a note saying that they accidentally hit my car, and they gave me their information. And then I looked and I was like, oh my gosh. Thankfully, they left their information and I was able to get everything fixed, and it's all done with. It was just one of those things where I was like, my car gets hit and then I have to have this heart monitor put on, and you know, it was like the busyness of getting ready for, you know, winter break and the holidays and everything. Yeah, my car got hit. I tested positive for strep, and then I had to get the heart monitor and everything. So it was just crazy. The last thing that I've really been working on recently, I have been prescribed a third medication for the bipolar disorder that I've been struggling with. I have a medication for OCD. I have a medication that has been working as part of the treatment for bipolar disorder, but also helping me with another component of my mental health issues that I may or may not share at some point. I just don't really want to talk too much about it right now. Not to be vague, I just feel like that would be a separate video in and of itself. So that medicine is working on this one part of my mental illness, but then also it can also work toward helping with bipolar disorder. And what my psychiatrist has been explaining to me is that the medications that I'm taking for OCD and for bipolar disorder, the one that that's working as a partial treatment for bipolar disorder, they kind of like counteract each other in a way. She wanted me to really take something that like really specifically focuses on the bipolar disorder, so it'll be 3 separate medications. What I've learned throughout this entire process is that there can be so many medications that can be used to treat so many different things. I talked with my psychiatrist. She was really saying like the goal is to have me be stable, and you know, that's something that I would really like too. I feel like over the years I've really learned a lot in terms of my treatment and everything. Like, I definitely, the 2 medications I'm on right now are super helpful and have really changed everything for me. But there is still that like lingering mood component that I struggle with. It like starts to manifest kind of slowly. Thankfully, I'm able to sort of see the warning signs of a possible mood episode starting for me. And that happened to me maybe like a month ago or so. I started noticing some changes, and that's when I called my psychiatrist, and I was able to meet with her and really kind of formulate a plan for managing my bipolar disorder. And I know I'm starting to have a episode is my sleep gets really kind of weird when it first starts, and my sleep has definitely been off. It's gotten a little better because we also increased the one medication I'm on. I will have like bouts of insomnia, or just like waking up at random hours of the night and being up for like several hours, like actually up, like in the kitchen doing stuff. I will have very, very vivid dreams, and I try to explain the dreams to Sean. It's like I'm living like another life in my dreams, like, so it's not like I'm actually resting. I'm just going from like this life to my dream life. And so those are some of the things that are my like warning signs that I'm going to have a mood episode starting. I have that medication. Hopefully that'll be good and a good addition to my routine. We will find out. I'll definitely keep you guys updated with that. Overall, things are going okay. I'm, thankful that I have the support that I have and that I have my health and my family. These things like my car getting hit or the heart monitor or whatever, they're really, in the grand scheme of everything, it's a really small thing to deal with. These are really small things to deal with. I'm grateful for that, and I just know I've grown so much over this year. This year, I think the main thing for me was the bipolar diagnosis really sort of started the process of everything kind of falling into place for me and everything making sense. I'm not grateful that I got really sick, but I'm grateful that by getting really sick, I was able to reach the diagnosis that made more sense for me and made more sense in terms of everything I've been dealing with my entire life. I'm happy that I'm on the journey of like gaining stability with my mental health. And that's what my psychiatrist, has been saying. She's like, you're working hard through everything, and the goal is for you to be as stable as you can be, and that maybe adding this one last component to my treatment will sort of like level everything out. I just wanted to give you guys a little update and just sort of talk with you about how everything's been going. In the comments below, let me know how you guys are doing. And again, thank you all so much for your love and support and kindness. I hope you all have a great last few days of 2023, and I hope you have a great 2024. So thanks for watching, thanks for chatting with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.